to understand the differences between Synergy and Schoology because they serve two very different purposes. Synergy is a student information system, or SIS, that stores information in a database about student schedules, courses, and grades. Schoology is a learning management system, an LMS, that has all the tools to create engaging content, organize and share resources, design lessons, and assess student learning. Here are a few things to keep in mind regarding how these two systems interact. You don't have to worry about creating your own courses. That's going to be done in Synergy and then synced into Schoology. Every time there's a roster change, it will happen overnight, and you'll see that new students the next day or students that leave the next day will be gone from your class. Do keep in mind that if a student enters first thing in the morning, he will not appear until the next day. At the secondary level, grades entered into Schoology will sync with Synergy, but not the other way around. This is a very, very important point. If you enter a grade into Schoology, it will sync to Synergy and you won't have to add anything. You don't have to add the assignment title or the assessment title. You don't have to do anything. Schoology is working on creating a syncing process for standards-based grading, which is used at the elementary level. One best practice you might want to start doing is entering every single grade, even graded assignments on paper, into Schoology, because Schoology will sync with Synergy and they will be both consistent. You won't have students or parents checking grades in Synergy and seeing one thing and checking their grades in Schoology and seeing another. That might happen if you add a grade in Synergy but do not in Schoology, because Synergy will not sync with Schoology as far as grades go. For example, maybe I give an assessment on paper and I grade it. I can still go into Schoology, make an assignment with the name of the assessment, and then just enter grades for each student. It might seem like extra work at this point to keep them in sync, but when standards-based grading comes online, it will cut down on a lot of headaches, as well as calls from parents asking why they are different. Other things you want to know is the difference between courses, resources, and group. It's pretty simple. Courses are the virtual classroom. They allow you to communicate, collaborate, assess, and assign grades. Groups are what I like to call a virtual community, a forum that you can use to communicate and collaborate with organizations outside the classroom, such as PLCs, clubs, committees, and sports teams. You can post updates, start discussions, and share resources. No assessments or grades can be added in a group. Finally, we have resources. This is your virtual filing cabinet, so you can store personal resources. You can make little collections and share those with your colleagues. You can have group resources for your outside groups, or there are also public resources that you can access. The Virginia Beach school system also has resource folders you can get into. Finally, you can install apps like YouTube, Vimeo, or Khan Academy, and with those apps installed, you can search directly in Schoology. Here's a quick review of the top Navbar in Schoology. You can click on the Virginia Beach Public School logo and go directly to your Schoology homepage. We will cover courses, groups, and resources more in depth later in this course. Moving to the other side of the top Navbar, we have the magnifying glass, which is search. The App Center is next. We already talked about it in part 2 of this particular module, so you can click on that and install a resource app or a content app. Feel free to explore calendar events. You can add calendar events for clubs. Any assignments that you assign in a course will automatically be added to a student's calendar. Students see all of their calendar events from all of their groups and all of their courses in one place. Private messages, that's the envelope icon, is for any message sent within school. It's not for email messages. It's totally different. But if a student or colleague sends you a direct message, they can do that through the member section of a course. That's a great way for students to communicate with you through Schoology. Make sure your students understand that any message or comment made in Schoology is kept in a log and can be retrieved at any time. So don't post anything you don't want your parents or the principal to read. The bell icon is for notifications. We talked about this a little earlier, but this is where you're going to get notifications of submitted work, comments, or updates in courses and a whole bunch of other different things. You can also go to the request section and you can see friend requests, kind of like Facebook. Finally, there is the profile and account setting. That's where you can change your profile picture and your email notifications. Take a moment to just click around and check out all of these other places at your own pace. When you click the Virginia Beach Schools logo, you will go to your homepage in Schoology. And on the right, you will see reminders, overdue items, or assignments and upcoming items. To learn more about these sections, pause this video and read this slide. From your homepage, you can click on Recent Activities to see updates, submitted assignments, and comments from all of your courses and groups, all in one place. You can also post updates, assignments, events, and more to all of your courses and groups in this area. You can make comments and like posts from any course or group that you're a member of. Finally, we are at the course dashboard. The course dashboard shows you all your courses in tiles. You can drag the tiles around to reorder them. Also, if you see a shield icon, that means you are the course administrator or teacher. Any course you don't see a shield on means you are a student enrolled in that course. Take a moment to click around and explore yourself.